Hi, my name is Merlin and welcome to Daily Insights That Matter. In this DITM, we will talk about why IRCTC withdrew a tender to monetize customer data. We will also talk about why gold prices are on a downward trend. We will also discuss the major announcements made at the Reliance Industries 45th Annual General Meeting. Let's begin. We live in a world where a vast amount of data is created, collected and stored. Now there is, however, an opportunity of monetizing this massive amount of data. IRCTC recently withdrew a tender to monetize customer data over privacy concerns. The stock reacted negatively to this news. Let's talk about this. IRCTC is a reservoir of huge amount of digital data. It has all the data about our train travels, right from our name to travel patterns to our spending to even our password and login credentials. And it doesn't just have the data of a few people, it has the data of 10 crore users, of which 7.5 crores are active. Reports suggested that IRCTC was expected to earn a massive 1,000 crore rupees from this data monetization opportunity. IRCTC, however, faced criticism since the country does not have a data protection law in place. Hence, it later withdrew the tender, stating the withdrawal of Personal Data Protection Bill 2019 by the Union government. Here's what we think about the data monetization plan. With the massive amount of data IRCTC owns, this could have been a brilliant opportunity for the company. However, with the absence of a data protection law, such a move would violate the privacy of people by putting their personal data at risk. And the law has been in works for half a decade now, and even though the data protection bill was supposed to be passed this year, the government shelved it. Now, IRCTC's experiment with data monetization has merely driven the necessity for us to move quickly on the data protection bill. We need a data protection law to provide protection of digital privacy to individuals relating to their personal data and also create a relationship of trust between persons and entities processing that data. After the Fed chairman indicated high interest rates will continue for some time to curb inflation, equity markets and cryptocurrency markets fell. Now, so did gold. Now, compared to a high of $2,050 on March 8, 2022, gold is now trading at $1,700 levels. At the domestic markets, prices are at Rs 51,000 levels. Now, let's understand why there seems to be a decline in gold prices during these inflationary times. The weakness in gold right now is partly due to the strengthening of the US dollar. Now, this is an outcome of rising interest rates in the US to contain inflation. An interest rate hike in the US increases the returns on dollar investments. This leads money to flow into the US, causing the dollar to strengthen. Do remember, when the value of the US dollar rises, the value of gold falls. Similarly, as the value of the dollar falls, the value of gold rises. In simple terms, dollar and gold have a negative relationship. We will tell you why. Gold is denominated in US dollar, and hence when the dollar appreciates, the foreign currency depreciates, which means more money is needed to buy the same quantity of gold. This hampers the demand and hence the value. Now, rising interest rates also increases the opportunity cost of holding gold, since the gold does not pay interest. That makes investors dump gold when interest rates rise and move to other assets such as bonds and fixed deposits that pay an interest. Now, all of these factors are ignoring the positive correlation gold has with inflation. Gold is a volatile asset class, and there are multiple factors that will drive the price of gold in the short term. Higher interest rates, a stronger dollar, and high inflation are all factors that will drive the price of gold. However, in the long term, do remember that gold price have an inverse relationship with dollar and a positive relationship with inflation. If you haven't been able to keep up with Reliance Industries' annual general meeting, here are a few key updates from the event. There were many important announcements made, and we thought these announcements deserved your attention. Reliance announced that it will spend 2,000 billion rupees to roll out 5G services on standalone architecture, which has zero dependence in 5G. Now, with this, Jio aspires to deliver the world's fastest and most advanced 5G services to its users on a more affordable basis. Now, Jio, in partnership with Google, is also developing the most affordable 5G smartphone for the Indian public. It is also introducing wireless broadband called Jio Air Fiber and Jio Cloud PC. Now, one of the most interesting announcements was Reliance plans to enter the FMCG business, focusing on high-quality, affordable products. Now, Reliance Retail has also launched its WhatsApp JioMart partnership, enabling customers to place orders on the messaging service. Now, an investment of rupees 75,000 crore will also go in expanding capacity in the core petrochemical and oil business. On a lighter note, for all the cricket fans, Reliance highlighted that 5G will soon let you watch multiple camera angle views of an IPL match at once. Now, India's largest company in terms of market share, Reliance Industries, has laid out the next phase of growth. The key focus from the AGM were clearly on 5G, new energy, FMCG, etc. With all of these announcements though, the capex for Reliance Industries is bound to remain high. So what does these news mean for you? Since the country does not have a data protection framework in place, we believe the IRCTC withdrawing the tender is positive, as this is good conscience prevailing. Also speaks good about a company that listens to the public. This will have an indirect positive impact on you. Gold prices are expected to remain volatile in the near term due to multiple factors such as high interest rates, a stronger dollar, and high inflation. Now, from a diversification standpoint, it is always important to have a small proportion of gold in your portfolio. This news will have a direct neutral impact on you. Reliance has leading capabilities across most of its businesses, and these announcements made at the annual general meeting have a lot to offer in the next few years for the company. This will have a direct positive impact on you if you're an investor in Reliance Industries. While I say this is me, Merlin Susanna, signing off. Take care and stay invested.
Did you like watching this video? Then download our app, Informed Investor, to watch more such informative and interesting videos.